You know, what I really love about TRID is it gives power back to the agents. It allows them to get involved in the front end if they ask the right questions. So for example, if you were to reach out to the seller's attorney the second that you get a signed contract, tell them that you're going to need a title invoice. That'll speed up the process. Attorneys seem to have a little bit of a confusion between an invoice and a commitment in the beginning. If you just explain to them we just need the closing cost right up front, you're going to mimic my presentation. When we reach out, that's the first thing we're going to need to get in order to be able to disclose properly. We only get a chance to disclose once, so we are at the mercy of the seller's attorney to provide those disclosures. Now, once that's done, the next step is that you're going to want to know from the lender, do they e-disclose or do they mail disclosures? We've elected to e-disclose unless the client chooses to mail disclosures. The reason that we do that is it speeds up the turn time. It also puts the disclosures in the client's hands immediately. This also allows us to move to a 3-day hold time versus a 7-day hold time. I've heard from other lenders they're mandatory mailing disclosures and they have a 10-day hold time. Those are questions you're going to want to ask your loan officer to find out what to expect. Now, any changes to the loan, that will trigger a hold time as well. You want to make sure that you have everything structured properly and that when you're talking to your client, if you hear them asking questions about different products and those things, that you have that nailed down, or explain that changes to that process will elect to delay the process further. Lastly, you want to ask the lender if they send a closing disclosure at the time that they submit the loan or send it for clear to close. We've elected to send it at submission because we believe that when we're sending a loan for submission, the loan's ready. It should be sent down for clear to close, and there shouldn't be any changes that would hold up the process. I think that agents and lenders alike will learn to love TRID once we elect to involve ourselves in the transaction a little bit more up front. Then there's less to do in the back end, which I think is what everybody's goal is.